friends, what's up? Welcome back to my Lexi Reacts to 14 Days of Quarantine series. We are on day 3, and I think I have coordinated my shirt with the video. I think I'm wearing this shirt in today's video, so hopefully I coordinated that well. If you are new and this is the first video you're seeing of this, you are on day 3 of 14, so I highly recommend you pause this video and go back to day 1, or go to my Instagram and watch the initial quarantine videos and then come back here and catch up on the videos. I'll link day 1 somewhere on this screen so you can go back to that. And I'll probably say that for every video moving forward. Because this is a pretty consistent series, I'm not gonna over introduce anything. I just want to get right into the commentary of stuff. So here we go. Day 3. Sometimes I think I'm cooler than I am. I'm not.
Good morning.
Yep. Nailed
Instagram.
it. Still a great t-shirt. It's a classic. It'll never die.
A 14-day quarantine. Breakfast came. Let's see what I got.
That was confusing to me, where I didn't quite know if the first day I got there counted as my day 1 or if it was like the first full day of my quarantine. I didn't know at the time. I think my first night there counted as day 1 of quarantine, so technically this is day 4, but semantics, we don't need to bore you with them.
There it is.
My little baggie o' breakfast.
Any hall monitors? Nope.
If I was working there, I wouldn't hang out in the hallway either.
What did I get for breakfast? Oh, it looks like some of the same. Another
Some of that bread, another hard-boiled egg.
Maybe it's another bean flavor.
I love the little action figure. It's cute. It's super cute.
This?
It's like a little chicken.
Maybe I'll try this one next.
Yeah, so before this goes any further, I don't like dates. I don't like them. I don't think they have great flavoring, so the fact this was red date soybean, I was like, well, I didn't like the original soybean, and I know I don't like dates, so that's how I felt about that.
Okay. I'm not a smoker. I don't smoke. I'm not going to pretend to know what the need to smoke feels like.
Yeah. The smoking.
It's 8 a.m.
Forgot how constant the smoking was, because it smelled just like people were in the room with me smoking, and I couldn't believe how strong it was, you know? Like, it's one thing if you're gonna smoke in your room and whatever, but like, it was so pungent in the room I was in. I was like, how? How is this so strong?
And I'm sucking in secondhand smoke air through probably the vents would be my guess, but it's so strong, I might as well be in there lighting up with them. They're gonna run out of cigarettes here in the next couple of days, and they definitely can't go get more. No one's gonna bring them more cigarettes. They're probably gonna get real cranky.
See, I feel like this was the case for probably a lot of people in quarantine, because as I mentioned before, a lot of people in China smoke, and it's very normal and it's common, and I was interested to know, like, if people were gonna get more cigarettes. Like, I didn't know what was going on with that, so it was more from like, it's coming from like a place of concern. Be like, I know they're gonna go through some sort of like nicotine withdrawal. Is anyone gonna help them with this? Probably not.
But I'm excited to not keep smelling this involuntarily.
There.
At least when you're out, you can walk around the smoking section, or if you just don't go to Vegas. You know, but like,
True.
I didn't choose to be here, guys.
Smoky.
This was forced upon me. All right, you guys want to see what it tastes like? Here we go. And for anyone that missed it, this is red date soybean. I translated it.
I don't like dates. I didn't like the original soybean, so I remember this.
Okay. Okay. Oh my god, no.
I feel so bad for having this dramatic reaction, but it was just, that's one of those things. Like, I did not like the flavor of this, and I couldn't even tell you now what it tasted like, but clearly from my reaction I didn't like the flavor, but I couldn't tell you what it tasted like at all. I feel bad for being this dramatic, but I'm definitely one of those people that is, I'm not picky about food, but I mean, if I don't like something, like, I don't like something.
Okay, nope, that was fun.
Like, American cheese. Unfollow me right now if you like American cheese. That's another thing. That's an immediate gag. That's an immediate gag and a no thank you, never come back. I can't do American cheese. There's just some stuff that makes me a little sick. American cheese is one of them, and apparently Red Date soybean milk. Don't come for me.
Get me out of here! Alright everyone, quarantine is not the time to get lazy, so we're gonna do a workout. Can I go to the gym
My
at this
skin looks really good. Just really clean. Good work. Good work, Quarantine Lexi. Just doing wonders for my skin and hair.
facility, which is probably really nice? No, I cannot.
I remember thinking that the gym at this hotel was probably well equipped, because this was a nice hotel. I remember being like, oh, if I had a key, I could go to the hotel gym, but no, I could not go to the hotel
Can
gym.
I do a workout in this room? Yeah, we're gonna make it work. Quarantine.
So every workout that I did, all I did was I would look up on Google or in YouTube, like 30-minute HIIT workout, or low impact HIIT workout, or confined space hotel room workout. Like, I just got pretty specific with my YouTube searches, and I just followed YouTube workouts, and they did the job. I remember feeling pretty tuckered out after most of these workouts. So if you were wondering, like, wow, Lexi's really got it together with her fitness, I was just following a video. See, I don't know if it was a good idea or a bad idea to be working out. Like, you know, it's good for the endorphins, it's good for the mind, body, and soul, but I wasn't getting a ton of food and water, and it seemed like maybe this was counterproductive, but I feel like I was looking relatively thin here, so maybe I shouldn't have been working out, but it seemed like a good idea at the time, you know? Let's see, each exercise 40 seconds, rest for 10, 2 times through. It's a good workout, short, sweet, to the point. So my biceps don't look that good. Let's see. I think I'm skinnier in there. We'll just put that back.
I'm sitting on my bed and I look down to see this. See that? See this? That's a black hair under the sheet.
Okay, this is why this was a big deal. Some of you may be like, Lexi, you're just being dramatic. Yes, 100%. But you know how everyone has their thing that just like really grosses them out? Like, everyone has that one thing. I have two. My thing, I hair off of people's head. Like, if I see a hair on I get really queasy and just like, it's stressing me out thinking about it. I just can't do hair. Especially hair that I know isn't mine, which is usually a darker color because my hair is blonde. So when I see dark brown hairs, black hairs, green hairs, just hairs that aren't mine, I like, usually in the bathroom is when I see them, and on the counters, it just makes me queasy, and hair is just one of those things. And so finding a hair like next to my pillow was why I freaked out. The second thing is wet paper. I know that's really weird, but wet paper makes me want to immediately projectile vomit. Because it makes me think of really disgusting, gross public bathrooms, and especially like public bathrooms in elementary school, middle school, high school, where everyone's doing spit wads and crap. Just there's something about wet paper that takes me to a public-y bathroom place. And I think hair does that too, because usually there's hair on the sinks and you're just like, I hate being here. So that's why I'm being so dramatic. So like, she's upset about hair, because I know some of you are thinking that. I'm not upset about hair. It's just one of those things that really grosses me out. Yeah. Like, I would have rather seen a booger and been like, that's gross. Hair, man. No me. No thanks you for me.
Can't pick it up. I've been sleeping here for several days. That's my pillow. That's where my head goes. Okay, so I've been getting a lot of questions about what exactly happened and how...
Okay, so before I go into this whole rant, this is pretty repetitive from day one, so I might just skip through this pretty quickly. I don't know if I'll talk too much, because this is just reiterating what I had said on day one, telling my story of how I got here, so I won't talk as much, I'll just let it go.
And the easy answer is, I don't really know. When I picked up my bags at baggage claim, the only way to leave was like continuing through the maze they had structured. You couldn't just pick up your bags and go outside. You had to like continue on through pretty much the escape room they had set up.
Fun facts, I love escape rooms. Escape rooms are my ultimate favorite. If coming off the plane would have been an escape room, it's like the prize at the end to escape is you get to go back to your hotel or go back to your apartment. This would have been totally different. I would have been full game mode and I would be like, okay, I need my first clue, and if I don't need my first clue, like, I love escape. If anyone ever wants to hang out with me, take me to an escape room. I'm down 200% of the time.
And I went to the guard and he asked where I was going, and I told him my city, and then he led me to a specific table that was like had my city sign, and there was a bunch of other tables that had other cities because you had to be escorted via bus to where you were going. I got up to the table and the guy says, "Where are you going? What's your address?" And I gave it to him, and he asked me if it's a hotel or an apartment, and I said it's an apartment, and he goes, "That's not customary." And I didn't know how to respond to that. And he goes, we need to check. I had told him that there was a special building at my apartment complex and they were prepared for quarantine. Like, ushers me to another person who asked where I was going. And then before I knew it, I had been like escorted and collected information by this point right in front of a door to exit, but right outside the door was a bus. And they were like, okay, get on the bus. And I had like no idea what decision had been made, where I was going, if this was taking me to an apartment complex or if it wasn't taking me to my apartment.
You could see how that would be overwhelming to be like, where is this gonna go if I get on? Don't have an option to not get on? Okay.
Apartment complex, I didn't know. And what is the most frustrating about this whole process is not knowing at what point my fate was decided. Aside from that, I had a friend fly in from America several hours after I got there in the same airport, same situation, and he was able to go to his apartment complex. The bus he was taken to...
The fact that my friend was able to go to his apartment and flew in 2 hours after me and somehow has managed to get to his apartment. You could see how that would be the most infuriating. Like, what did you do different? I don't know. I gave them my information. We just live in different provinces. Okay. Like, I have no comment because it makes my blood boil. It makes me sad. I don't know what he did different than I don't know what he did differently than I did to end up where he needed to go, but I didn't. Lisa.
led him to his apartment complex, and he's doing quarantine in his apartment. I don't know what happened that led me here. I still don't know. I will probably never know what happened. And it's too late. Like, I can't leave. It's too late for me to make any sort of change. Hope this helped. Oh, and another question I've been getting a lot is, well, what's keeping you in here? Like, why can't you go? Well, it was very clear to me when I got here that leaving here was completely not an option, and here's why. 2 reasons. There was a paper we were all given to sign, because I arrived with a group of people from the airport, and we were all given this paper to sign that pretty much said that you are in quarantine, and if you leave, we're going to fine you. And I don't know how much any of you guys know about, Chinese government or law, but I'm not about to go against Chinese law. Don't know where I would end up, don't know what would happen. So I'm not about to push my limits, you know what I mean? Another thing that happened that leads me to believe that this is not a thing for me to escape is when we got here, we were hanging out in the lobby, mind you, waiting to be checked in. And there was a woman who started to go outside. She was walking towards the door, and she got as far as she put her hand on the door and started to push the door to go outside. All of a sudden, the door cracks open, and everyone that's working the hazmat suits, no, like full on.
I remember this so vividly. I'm sure she wanted to step out to either, smoke or get some fresh air or whatever, because we were just waiting in this lobby. There's probably like 20 of us or so, but we were just waiting in the lobby, kind of like looking at each other like, I don't know, do you know? I don't know what's going on. Do you know what's going on? And so I'm sure she was just going to step outside for some fresh air, make a phone call, whatever. And when everyone like locked it on her like a freaking puma, like attacking in the wild, they were like, no, and ran and closed the door, and she just was like, ah. It's not funny, but like it was funny because it was just so abruptly aggressive, because the door was open this much, like she had just like crink, and then it was like, okay.
Yelling at this woman, started to like run towards her.
There was a lot of yelling. There was a lot of yelling and a lot of running towards this lady. I was like,
and they weren't like carrying any sort of weapon, like, right? Like they're just people in hazmat suits facilitating the situation, screaming at her, and she just kind of like closes the door. And I just saw very quickly, it was like, ah, right, okay. Swarms of people yelling. Well, I guess they're not going outside. And also, I don't have a room key, so if I leave, I can't get back in. There's that. You guys, I hear them knocking on doors. I'm waiting to see what... What's happening? The funny part about this is they know we're all in here. So, like, if we don't answer the first time they knock, they keep knocking, and it's like...
That's true. I mean, they knew we couldn't leave our room, so if they were gonna knock, we weren't gonna answer, like... Although there was a couple of times when they knocked and I was in the shower, I was in bed, and I just would sit there, like, in bed, like, I'm not getting up for this, but then they would keep knocking, and it's like, 7 a.m. or whatever, and I was like... I guess this isn't one of those things where you can just press ignore and it goes away, like, they call again, I'm
like, I'm coming! Oh.
Your isolation for time you will leave for our hotel.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, 谢谢。
那班的体温
I don't know what he said there. I was like, okay. I don't know what he said.
测的测好了，
Oh.
下午的体温测好放这里看。
Oh, okay. This must be my graduation certificate.
I had every intention of framing that when I got out, but then when I got in trouble, it didn't seem appropriate. I didn't look at it the same way, so... But I thought that was really funny. They gave me a paper and I was like, diploma.
Alright, people keep asking me what my certificate actually says, and I translated it so I can read it to you. It says, please note, guest 1111, you were expected time of departure from this hotel March 27th at 1 p.m. Mark your calendars, people. March 27th, 1 p.m. I will walk out of jail with my head held
I think I got out at like 9 a.m. Like, I think I was home by 1 p.m.
high. It says, please cooperate with the healthcare workers due to health monitoring 1 hour before leaving. After the health monitor is qualified, you can get your Kang observed. I can get my Kang observed.
Yeah, you know, because I would use Google Translate a lot to function around China, and some words just do not translate. And all the it would happen a lot where you would translate, they would say something, or you would say something, you'd scan it, and you'd be like, nope, I know that's not what that was meant to have said. You're like, guess I won't know what that says. I wonder what Kang meant.
Released, noticed, and surgical mask. Pack your luggage in advance. In order to separate the figures, your luggage will be provided by medical staff and security personnel. The staff will transport your luggage to a baggage place on the first floor to sterilize all luggage. When your release time is up, we will arrange medical staff and security personnel to guide you to the exit of a separate point. The police will verify your health observation release notice as a safety exit of the observation point after verification and can then be released, otherwise no release. The police will guide you to pick up your bags and baggage claim area. Make sure you leave safely by yourself. If there is a change to your expected time of leaving, the hotel will inform you as soon as possible. Wish you all the best during your observation. Observation post 1 to 17, all personnel. Thank you.
They would bounce back and forth a lot between if they were going to use the machine or the like under the tongue thermometer, which I found out a couple days later they wanted us to put it under our armpit. So it was like, I don't know what you want from me. More nice messages. This will never not be cool to me. Thank you everyone for sharing.
I have to take a second and thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart for being so involved with my story.
It's a little cringy to watch yourself like be genuine. I mean, not that I'm not genuine, but like, I don't know. I'm being really heartfelt and vulnerable, and I'm like, ugh. I don't want to watch myself be vulnerable.
And for sharing it with other people and sending other people my way, because the amount of messages that I have gotten is like overwhelming, but it's so helpful to me. You guys don't understand how
I meant this shit. I meant every word of this. I was really blown away by everyone who's was sharing and messaging and doing all the things. Truly, I was
impactful it has been to have so many people that I know and that I don't know, and my friends and new people coming to me and like sending me messages of positivity and just wanting to start conversation and engage in conversation with me. It is keeping me from losing my freaking mind. The amount of human interaction I'm getting like is keeping me sane. My besties are great, but we don't speak the same language. We're working on it, but it's difficult. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you. All right, friends, it is bedtime for me.
Every night I was staying up till like 2-3 o'clock in the morning, like working on videos or responding to messages. Because I was getting a lot. I wasn't kidding when I said it. I was getting a lot of messages, and it would take me a couple hours to respond every day. And I loved it, don't get me wrong. I wish it happened now, but I was like, I have so many things I just write to people, and I was up late a lot.
It is 1:30 in the morning, and I gotta get some sleep. But I thought I would open up the floor for a little Q&A, and I could wake up to some questions if anyone had any questions for me. And maybe if we're lucky, I'll get another breakfast surprise with a mystery Capri Sun that I can try. So yeah, hope you guys, wherever time zone you're in, have a good day, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Night.
Okay, I think that's it for day 3. Another quickie, another short guy. I feel like these first couple of days are gonna be pretty lackluster, anticlimactic, because I really wasn't posting a lot. I didn't have a lot of momentum with creative things because that wasn't the route I had taken yet with this journey. But I hope you enjoyed today. I hope you enjoyed day 3. I promise if you hang out and keep watching, some pretty magical things happen with my creativity and video making. It only gets better. So thank you for watching today, and if you liked this video, don't forget to subscribe, share with your friends, hit the like, notification, comment, all that good stuff. Thank you for watching day 3 of my quarantine saga. Is saga the right word? Does saga mean adventure? Maybe I should really know what that word means before I throw it around. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow for day 4 of 14 quarantine. Bye, guys.